Hi guys, just thought I would touch base with you today. And the reason why I did is that I was out grocery shopping and I was picking up some stuff for my mom because I've been visiting her for a little while since her husband has passed, and she wanted some orange juice. So here I am looking for orange juice, and I'm reading the label like I always do. Since I had my traumatic brain injury, I want to know exactly what is in everything. And, because how everything that goes in my mouth goes to my stomach affects my brain. So here I am, and I'm trying to find orange juice that has no added calcium. Well, I couldn't find any, which was ridiculous. So I thought I would just touch base a little bit here on calcium. And calcium, we've been told that we need calcium for our bones, correct? Right? It helps osteoporosis, it helps this, and we want to be big and strong and, drink your milk and eat your cheese and all these things because it has calcium, and they're adding calcium, like I said, to everything now. Well, sit down for a minute and hold on to the table, because calcium and what we've been told is a big fat lie. Yep, lie. We do not need excessive amounts of calcium, right? So let's just talk a little bit about that. So our bones have 12 minerals in them. 12. Calcium is only one. Only one. So in order to have healthy bones and a healthy body, we need all 12 in balance and in their ratios taken. The only way to get this, honestly, is with either a supplement of trace minerals taken daily. You can have, now I know this is going to blow your mind, you can also get it from salt. Yep, salt. Not table salt. Let me preface that. Not table salt. But I'm talking like sea salt or rock salt, which is like a pink Himalayan salt. So our bodies need salt too. They need them for our intercellular exchange, right? Salt comes into the cell in our bodies, potassium leaves. So we need salt in our body, and we need trace minerals for our bones, not just calcium. Now, calcium, on the other hand, in excess does huge damage my stuff's falling off. Huge damage to our bodies. Okay, so if you have too much calcium, it puts deposits in different parts of your body, right? It doesn't go directly to your bones and stay there, and the body doesn't go, oh, hey, we have excess calcium now, we're just going to keep that in the back burner or the back storage room for reserves in case we don't get any. It goes to all parts of our body. So you're going to have problems with like the kidney stones or gallstones, arterial issues, so heart issues, right? With plaque. Bone spurs, again, like I said, calcium deposits in different organs, and we'll touch a little bit on the adrenal gland here in a second. But here's a big one for me. As you know, like I had that traumatic brain injury from that accident, and that's why I watch like the different foods that I eat, and because what goes in my mouth goes to my stomach, and my stomach and brain, they're connected, and I need my brain to function as best as possible. Because of the damage that's there. I don't want to cause any extra brain fog or other problems, when I can have some sort of control over that. So too much calcium creates cell dysfunction in your brain. Yep. So if you are starting to wonder, well, why am I not like I'm got brain fog, I got this, I can't remember stuff, right? It could potentially be from excessive amounts of calcium, because calcium, right, excessive calcium causes too much, or causes brain shrinkage, I should say, in the brain. And then guess what? Dementia. Yep, linked to that. So again, calcium is used in hardening of concrete, people. So we don't just have it deposit into the small 1%, the 1% of the 12 into our bones. No, it goes wherever it can, right? And so now I'm going to touch a little bit, like, say, on your adrenal glands, right? And funny enough, some people or doctors don't even acknowledge the adrenal gland, but the adrenal gland is these little glands that sit on top of your kidneys. And what happens is that, like, if you're stressed, for example, if you don't know what they do, if you're stressed, it's your adrenal glands that take over, right? They're your fight or flight organ, and they dump cortisol so you can deal with the situation that's happening. And so if you have suppression, like too much calcium suppresses the adrenal glands, right? So if you have too much suppression in your adrenal glands, that then results in a sodium and potassium being consistently removed and put in excessive into your urine, right? So sodium and tongue twister today. Sodium and potassium, right, is needed for your cells. Sodium comes in, potassium goes out, and the cycle continues. So if you suppress your adrenal glands, well, now you're just dumping these particular minerals into the urine. And this goes then through your kidneys and causes major problems. And so the kidneys then try to balance out, what's happening. And that's not good for the kidneys, right? So yes, sodium is very, very important in your body, just like potassium is. And sodium is also used in your stomach acids to help break down, like, your proteins and amino acids into different cells of your body. So, except for fat cells. Okay. So this is just one example out of many that the excessive calcium really affects your body in huge ways. And we don't know, because we're just following the guidelines that, everybody says, we need it so we stop osteoporosis. Well, I'll just tell you this, like, osteoporosis is defined as the loss of minerals in the bones, not calcium, minerals. There you have it. So if you are looking to strengthen your bones because of old age or because you're worried about your health, whether it's osteoporosis or not, you need to be taking trace minerals every single day of your life. I do. I take trace minerals. So because I want the body to be balanced and working properly as best as possible. And again, if you heard my other videos before of my long one about my accident and my brain injury, I looked and studied to find out how I could actually feel the best that I possibly can and be able to heal myself from the situation that I had been put into with a traumatic brain injury. So how can I heal not only my body, but my brain? And one of the big components to that was trace minerals. Now, the other thing is if you really don't know what's going on, I've always stated that people should do at least once a year, if not twice, a hair tissue mineral analysis test. And that is taking, pieces of your hair, okay, at not the root itself, but close to the scalp. And you send that into a practitioner, and they send it to a lab, and they have that tested, and they can tell what's going on within those minerals or elements within your body, and if they're actually balanced or if there's some imbalance that's going on, and how you can actually address that. And I highly recommend, whether you have a brain injury or concussion, or you haven't been feeling well and you want to know what's going on, right? You want to know. And this is the only way you're going to know, to be honest with you, because again, everything is accumulative in your body. Somebody said to me the other day about even nutrition, I used to be able to eat all this stuff before when I was 20 years of age. Well, yeah, that's because just like a car air filter, everything was working properly, right? So the body could process this stuff that we're putting in our bodies, just like excessive amounts of calcium. But as time goes on and it starts to accumulate, finally the body goes, all right, enough. I can't do this anymore. Just like the air filter in your car, right? It's now clogged. And the unfortunate part is not like your air filter where you can just take that out and exchange it. Now we're not necessarily stuck with what we have, but it takes a lot of effort and time to clean out all the crevices of our body with all the stuff that we've dumped in it and expect the body to utilize, which it doesn't. And so now we're left with this this achy, sore joints, feeling horrible, brain fog, dementia, PTSD issues, ADD issues, a lot of mental health issues, and the list goes on and on and on. So one of the things, like I said, that you need to look at and stop taking so much of is calcium. And I will touch more about this again in another maybe video on the different effects of calcium and or different elements, minerals within the body, and what we need or what we don't need, to try to help everybody out to see clear of the lies and bull that we are fed for whatever particular reason. And we can get ourselves back to feeling good and healthy again. And that's my goal. Anyways, we'll talk to you later, guys. Hope all is well and everybody's doing great out there in the world. Bye-bye for now.